and work through some of these questions you're having on Photoshop. So let me pull that up and let me pull my tools over here so you can see where we are. The first thing you're asked to do, and I'll try to just hit each one of these briefly. First thing you're asked to do is to select an area here. This is the template after I've downloaded it. And you would go to your marquee tool, which is this right here. Now, if you hold this down, you'll notice, if you hold that one down, you'll notice that you can have an elliptical shape, a row, a column, or the rectangle. So choose the rectangle, go up and drag that over the square you want to fix, okay? And then what happens is you go back to your tools, choose here where you have the gradient, push that down and you'll get a paint bucket. All right, now you can't see it, but my color, there it is. The color I've chosen is blue. So I can take my paint bucket there and click, boom, it's blue, all right? Now I don't know if you can see this or not, but right down here there's a little space where it wasn't selected because, or it didn't fill because it was a different color. Like over here, this is one color gray, that's another, and so on. So I'm just gonna hit the tip right there and be sure I color that. In the case that you are doing this kind of thing on one of the other gradients over here and you want to hit it, well, I guess I ought to just show you real quick. If I try to, I'm going to choose another color on that. I'm going to choose the red. Watch what happens when I take my paint bucket over there and hit it. See, it's just going to hit that same value. So now what I want to do is kind of go back through and kind of hit those places to make sure they're all colored. Doesn't take but a second just to click the tip of that paintbrush over those spots. Didn't do a great job, but you get the feeling. Okay? Now, what you're asked to do down here is to put a gradient in. Now, when I select that, I'm going back to my paint bucket tool and I'm going to hit the gradient this time. That shows me some things up here. Now, pay attention to this. This is the bar. I can choose this one. It becomes a spherical gradient. I can choose this one and it's got that little point in it, and I can do that and make a rod out of it. Well, I'm going to choose this just for fun. And my opacity is set at 41, but if I want it totally opaque or all one color, then I would move it all there. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to do that here. I think that's what you're supposed to do anyway. So I've got this as my gradient. My opacity is 100%. Now I'm going to click at the top of this, drag that down to show that I want the gradient to go this way, and there I have a gradient, okay? Do the same thing here. You can choose a variety of, by holding this down, you can find lots of different gradients you might want to use. And you can vary the opacity like I did right there, and that's another way to get it. Now down here, on this particular one, you do have to vary the, or you're asked to vary, make it transparent. So when I hit it this time, I'm going back up here as I hit my gradient tool over here. Now I'm going to ask that the opacity slider be set, oh, somewhere in there just to kind of show us. I'm going to pick maybe this one, and I'm going to hit this as a gradient, and let's see what that gives us, all right? I'm going to drag through it like I asked, or you asked me to. And there you can see just a very faint kind of gradient. I could have made it more by going up here and, doing that. I'll try another one just for fun. I'll pick maybe this one up this time, and I'll make the opacity a little higher than that, and we'll try maybe this as our gradient selection. So I'm going to go here, pick that area up like that, all right, with my rectangular marquee, going back to the gradient. Everything's like I set it, and I will do it this way now, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So I'm getting that kind of weird shape happening across there, and so on. So however, you can vary your transparency, and that's pretty much the way that exercise is done. Hope that helps some of you guys, and good luck.